guys, so I recently went live to share my journey of embracing my Haitian heritage. So sad that the service was horrible here, but hang in there, see what you could get from it, because I am dropping stuff. Like, it's just like, it goes in and out. I think I'm gonna write a post about it, but yeah, just check it out. I will be talking about it more. But yeah, just wanted to start with this, and I wanted to come on here and be consistent because I said I would be here on Thursdays. So I showed up, you guys. Horrible service or not, I was here. I'm here. We here. So you guys, check it out. Let me know your thoughts. DM me, comment, whatever. I'm also going to upload to YouTube later, even though it's glitchy and stuff. But I showed up. That's what matters, and that's what I'm telling myself, because I'm one that would be really disappointed. Again, had to start that over. Didn't even bother with the title this time, but I'll put it in the end for those of you guys who come and watch this later on. So, you guys, I'm just gonna jump right into it. Yeah, let's start from the beginning, really. So, okay, you guys, I mention this often across my platforms. Especially if you guys have read my book, Claim Your Crown. I talk about how I used to be super shy. Like, I was so quiet. I went to school. It was predominantly white. However, there was no. Yeah, there's a lot of Moonblow, but still, it was diverse as well, though. And one of my earliest memories, and I was confused. And so I was like, what? And then she was like, what are you? And I was just like, I'm black. And then she was like, no, you don't look black. You look like you're Caribbean or something. Because, yeah, I'm Haitian-American or whatever. And that was the first time that my eyes were open, because I was just like, I thought black was black. Connection's poor. I hope, I'm able to save this. I don't have Wi-Fi here, unfortunately. Is that better? Let me know if that's better. Oh man. I'm gonna still go on, and hopefully everything will be okay. I was already quiet, but that encounter made me feel like there was something wrong with who I was. And I remember just going home, and not even just going home, but just seeing and being more aware of what was going on in school. And it was so funny because I recently, a couple days ago, I saw someone post about back in the day, it was a real being Haitian, that a lot of people have so much pride these days, but it was really difficult. And I was like, oh wow, I felt I was one of the only ones, because I remember growing up and I would see people with all this pride that they had for their country, and I was just like, why don't I have that? And I knew it was because I didn't know about it, and yeah, I didn't grow up there, but I was just I don't know, where I grew up, and the people, I guess, I was surrounded by made it seem as if there was something wrong with being Haitian. And I remember going home, and I was talking to my mom, and I mentioned this in my other life, but my mom was, she went to high school here. She immigrated from Haiti in the late 80s, I think so. Yeah, and so, yeah, she told me about her experience in high school, and guys, it was just really crazy. They would throw textbooks at people, at Haitians, primarily those who were born in the country. Throw textbooks at them, literally be like, no, it keeps saying poor connection. I'm just trying to get through this story time, and maybe I should have just recorded that and just upload it later, but we'll see. But what I was saying is that they would throw textbooks at when my mom was in high school, right? They would throw textbooks at those who came from Haiti, right? And she was saying she wasn't treated so bad because they tried getting answers from her, and they just loved her style and stuff like that. But she was just saying it was really, really bad. They would say stuff like, go back to Haiti, like point out their backs and stuff like that, and just like really crazy stuff. And I just remember also, although like my school didn't have like that type of like racism, like there were like fights in Elizabeth High and stuff, and I remember hearing about that, like stabbings and stuff, and I was just like, whoa, that is crazy. And so yeah, when my mom would tell me about her experience in America as a Haitian, I was just like, what? Like, it didn't make sense to me. I was just like, why do people treat Haitians like this? Why are Haitians seen as like the bottom of the barrel? And I really did not understand at all, you guys. And I would hear my mom and my dad talk about Haiti, how they loved it there, how they had like a great big mansion, and just like they had fun. It was beautiful. Well, it's beautiful. And for me, I believed what they said, but it was hard for me to fight back because one, I was a shy kid, but two, how can you speak up for something or a place that you have no experience with? I went to Haiti when I was a little kid, but the only thing I remember was throwing sand at my brother's face, and that was tragic, you guys. But yeah, I went there for my uncle's wedding, and that was my only memory, and I just didn't understand it. But honestly, it was as I was growing up, I began to become not even just confident in myself, but confident in who God created me to be. And I really just started to do more research on like why like Haiti is seen in that perspective. I mean, it still baffles me to this day, but like I was beginning to have more understanding, and it really just upset me because I was just like, it's not right. It's really not right. And I remember as if it was that long ago. In 2018, I was writing for Teen Vogue, and they sent me on a trip to Haiti. It was a press trip. And shout out to my boss, Jess, at the time. She knew I was Haitian, and she allowed me to go in her place. And it was amazing. Like, I knew like I had to be there. I knew that it was my mission to show the world the most beautiful places in Haiti. And that's actually one of my most viewed on YouTube. But yeah, honestly, you guys, it was there that I felt home. It was so crazy for a place that I wouldn't even just say like rejected, because I didn't say I wasn't that, but it was just like I backed away from it because I didn't want to be bullied. I didn't want to, no, it's not even just being bullied. It was just like how to deal with those comments if you don't know how to fight back. That was the main thing. And so yeah, I went on that trip, and it prompted me to write this op-ed for Teen Vogue, and it's still on the website right now. It's called Reconnecting with My Haitian Roots. And you guys, it was real, but I'll just like read like the beginning of it. And it says, I used to be disconnected from Haitian culture. I understood Creole, but didn't speak it. I spoke it at home, but you gotta make things like kind of like rhyme, rhythm and stuff for writing. I love music, but had no interest in the compa genre. And you guys, the reason is because it's mostly because, that's the AC. Mostly because, I grew up in a Christian Haitian household, and my parents did not allow that at all. So we would only hear that boom, like we only would hear it at like people's barbecues and stuff. And even then we would be like, oh, like I'm not dancing with you, like that type of thing. But yeah, I savored the phenomenal flavors of Haitian foods, almost always asking for seconds, but I never attempted to cook it. But that part, it's kind of like, I don't cook anything, so there's that. But yeah, I basically go through the article and I talk about how I adopted fashion as a way to express myself because I was that quiet kid, and how my fashion sense effortlessly ushered me into the in crowd. But it also opened my eyes, because it wouldn't just be like I acted like I was something else, like if I saw someone or something that just wasn't right, I would speak out and speak up for them, and like people knew who I was and what I was. But it was just so interesting, so interesting, and I just couldn't understand how being called a Haitian was like the biggest insult. Like they came for Mexicans, they came for Africans, and it was like, what? And it was just so crazy too, because it wasn't really like Mont Blanc saying that. Like it wasn't really, how would I explain it? There were like African Americans like saying these things, and I was just like, again, going back to the thought of like, I thought we were all black. Hi, aw. But yeah, I definitely want to share that because, you know, with this month being Haitian Heritage Month, I was just reflecting and just seeing where I am now with that journey, because really it's been ongoing, but I would say a marked moment was in 2018 when I went home to Haiti. And then it was, I mean, now the past couple of years, I've just been learning more and more and more, and I just have like even a stronger desire to show the world what Haiti is really about, to get rid of the misconceptions, because I'm just like, it's not right. It's all about justice, right? I'm just like, it's not right. And I also wanted to come up on here, and I still said it again, because I know and I see a lot of memes about like, oh, like if you don't speak Creole, I mean, I speak it, but like stuff like, yeah, like memes like that. If you don't speak it, your parents failed you, or like you're not a real Haitian if you don't blah, 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 like stuff like that. I feel like it robs people of their heritage and their experiences. And so I'm also making this for you, those of you, I mean, you don't have to be Haitian. You could be something else, and you feel like you can't fully celebrate your heritage because you don't have much knowledge, or because you haven't been rocking your flag on your chest as long as that person has. And it's like, no, you Haitian, you are able to celebrate Haitian Flag Day. You are able to celebrate Haitian Heritage Month because you are Haitian. God created you as that. And so that is enough. There's no criteria for, I don't know, wearing your flag, like, you know, or having pride. And it doesn't matter how long it takes for you to get there, especially being born in America. Like, it is harder. You don't have all that understanding of what it was like back in Haiti with like your parents and stuff like that. But you have the time now to really experience Haiti, not only just to go there, but to understand that it is an island that is full of wonder and a place that you can explore and you can feel at home even there. It is so beautiful, you guys, and I honestly cannot wait till I could go back. And even like my mom was so excited when I got back home from my trip, and she was just like, oh my gosh. I was just like, yeah, like I can't wait to go back. And it was so funny too, because my mom was saying, I guess this is part of another story, but when I got home, she was like, I've always wanted to help girls from Haiti, and now you can. And I was just like, whoa, like that really like resonated with my heart, because it's like, you know, it was her dream that I can. Hi. It was her dream that I can now help her make it come into a reality. So yeah, let me see if there's anything else I want to share. I know in my journal, that's what I was writing about, because Haitian Heritage Month and Haitian Flag Day. And yeah, God is just doing so many crazy things right now that I was like, yeah, it is so perfect for me to speak about this right now. One thing I do want to share is that, hey girl, is that I recently had this opportunity to write, to collaborate, contribute to this book based off of Psalm 37, which will be released, I believe, next year. And it's with all different ages. It's for women. Well, it's not for women, but it's by women and all different ethnicities, and it's crazy, it's beautiful. And I'm representing for the Haitians, and I'm also representing for the young millennials and stuff. So I'm so excited. But it was so funny, because when I first received that opportunity, Oh, sidebar. The hashtag for that is Women on Psalm 37. I don't know. I'll put it below or something. But like when I first received that opportunity, I was just like, how does that apply to me? Because like the topic was so like deep. It's about lamenting. And I was just like, what do I have to say about this? Like I was really like, I couldn't really understand it. I was even saying to my sister, I think this is for you. Yeah, this is more so your opportunity. And so I was ready to pass it on to her, but God revealed even in that, like, you know, to dig deeper within myself of what I experience at home, you know, in taking care of my mom, you know, as someone who is ill. And yeah, even more just digging deep into like my Haitian culture. And yeah, it's just crazy. I cannot wait for you guys to know more about it. It's amazing. It's so amazing. Yeah, I was about to share like this fun fact, but maybe that could wait. Maybe. Hey girl. Hey. For the people popping in and out, thank you guys for stopping by. I will be uploading this. I know there was like issues with Wi-Fi and stuff, but hopefully, you know, you guys are able to watch and I'm able to save this. I'll see you next Thursday, God willing. We'll see. So yeah, bye you guys. I hope you guys are encouraged to further just learn about and celebrate who you are, because who you are deserves to be celebrated. And there is nothing that is seen. God has, like, he was intentional with making you what you are. And I take pride in who I am now. You know what I mean? I've gone from that shy little girl in myself. I don't know when I could do this again. Bye, you guys. Oh, wow. I forgot to do it again. Oh, well. I remember. It's been a while.